Good morning from started out to be a sunny morning, a little bit of overcast, some clouds and stuff, but don't mind, I'm sure it's gonna clear up. So all of y'all tanning babies, you know what to do today. Get out those oils and get yourself ready to fry sunny side up. Good morning to each and every one of you. Now, I am sure there's some of you that know exactly where I am, so you probably already guessed, but just in case, I'm gonna take you around for our Serenity prayer, to a photo op with our Serenity prayer, and you will surely know where we are. So good morning to each and every one of you all, and welcome to beautiful Barbados. And of course, welcome from me. I'm a little bit under the shelter this morning, of course. You all would have seen why, but don't worry, all out to the south is clearing, so we're gonna get a full beautiful view shortly of the island and of me. Good morning to each and every one of you. Alright, so we're going to do a flip around here and we're going to start our morning off. Okay, for those of you that are not sure where we are, you will now know, definitely. Good morning to you all from Heywoods Beach, down the parish of St. Peter. What a beautiful morning it is here. Above, as you can see, we have some clouds and stuff coming our way. However, check over to the south side. It's looking beautiful, and that's where we are probably going to get our weather from today, because the winds are currently coming in off of the southeast. So here we go again. We're going to spin around here, get our photo up, and we're going to start the day with our most important feature, and that's our Serenity prayer. Those of you that like to join me, please do so now. All others, we'll be back with you in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Alright, so it's another tuxedo day, as you can appreciate. Definitely, we don't want to stop this fun, so we're going to have all the precautionary measures in place. However, I've been able to get rid of it for a little while, so good morning to you all. Free hand to wave and say hi. Welcome to Barbados on this beautiful Saturday. Some of our family was down here this week, put up some amazing photos, and as I was looking along the coastline saying, where are we going to swim today though? Anywhere left? We haven't been down here for a little while. I noticed that. Well, we have been behind me by Port St. Charles, but we haven't been in front. And the last time I was here was with my angel. I was here maybe about 6 weeks ago or 8 weeks ago, somewhere in that kind of time frame. Lots of changes, but to the much needed use. Hold a second for us, and we're going to start off this morning. Before I start, I'll let you know there are a lot of sea grapes out here, so if you don't enjoy the looks of the trees and stuff, you know, just shut your eyes. I will sort of like try and give you a little bit of notice, but we're going to try our best to stay away from them this morning. Here we go. Alright, so let us touch your hearts first this morning before we go any further. This sign doesn't represent me. This sign represents us, each and every one of us, the early morning crew. The people that come on here in the morning and spread cheer and joy and laughter and fun and kindness to everyone else that comes on and joins us. We all know what the EMC is about, and hopefully the world will soon find out. We are spreading, but there's a lot more to go, and we're hoping that what we bring and the peace and kindness that we share will spread throughout this world and make this world a much better place. These sands this morning are absolutely lovely. I was shocked this morning when I go to the War Wagon, which is placed up closer to Spikestown. I started to walk across the road. I had these four gentlemen walking on the road, and they were Mr. Dean. I said, who, Mr. Dean? Can't say. He said, you don't think I know who you are now? I said, well, I'm not too sure, but I'm not Mr. Dean, I'm Nick. He said, no, I know you. I watch your videos all the time. So you know I did. I decided to give him a card for sure, because he was walking for others. And he told me that he and his brother watch him all the time, and he was going to introduce him to his friends. Okay, well, I guess you're trying to take away my serenity this morning, but I don't mind. We're going to pass beyond that in a few moments' time. Not sure whose vehicle has been interfered with, but anyhow, that's alright. I don't see anything going on up there. Looks like a false alarm to me. Beautiful day now. For all of you that have been around for years and years, we're known here as the Heywoods Resort. It was the biggest resort on the island at the time when it first opened. It was expanded from here right up to almost Spikestown itself. Absolutely beautiful. It was only 2 stories high. In one or two areas, I had a couple of the administration areas that were 3 stories high, but mainly 2 stories high. Absolutely beautiful. Also had a mini golf course, 9 holes. A lot of people used to play golf here as well. It was a very, very popular spot. Then it sold over to the Almond Resorts. It was the Almond Beach Club, which was in Whole Town, and then it was the Almond Beach Village, which was down here. It later then turned in just to the village, and then now it is supposed to be an oncoming Sandals project. That has sort of like stagnated at the moment. Not too sure where that's going. As you can see, we have done lots of graphics this morning. I was in a real artistic mood, so you know me, I like to spread my cheer. This is where the water sports used to be located. You've always had the public car park up here. Maybe now this beeping has stopped. I can just take you back. We're not going to be going right up to the car park, but just to give you an idea of how much parking there is in this area. So if you're coming or you want to come down to enjoy this beautiful beach that we'll be walking on today, you pass Spikestown on the Spikestown bypass. You could come through Spikestown itself as well, but you get back on the Spikestown bypass, and just before you get to Port St. Charles, there's a public entrance on your left. Now this is going from Bridgetown to the north of the island. This is not going from the north to Bridgetown, and nobody tell me I tell them to go up the wrong road into a cul-de-sac. This is the entrance here, just to the south of Port St. Charles. Lots and lots of parking in this area. I have never seen it here full. You could not find parking, so very, very easy to get. No real conveniences here, as in washroom facilities or showers or snackettes or bars or anything at the moment. There's only something we'll be going to shortly and see it in the other direction. I think it's a beautiful, unique thing to Barbados. I'll show you that shortly. We'll be going in that direction, as I said before, but everything looks as it was last time we were here, right? I know that there are so many of you that come on this every morning that have been on from the very first live vlog, actually on before that when you still go have the videos. So all of those long timers, as I would like to call them, of the EMC, you remember this beach. And anyone who has not walked here with us before, well, we're surely going to familiarize you with it, because this is one beautiful, beautiful spot. You will see these kind of markers out in the water all over. No, they're not marking areas that boats can come in. They actually mark groins that have been laid across those areas. They're protective, sort of like a protective reef. They're full of sea life. I have not snorkeled out here, but I have had a lot of friends that have told me there are many of them out here that are not indicated because they're like 10, 15 feet underwater. But the shallower ones definitely have up their markers to make sure that boats don't come in or watercraft don't come in on top of them and damage them. So as I said before, when we were down here, everything looks the same. Oh boy, look at that sky. Hold a sec though. Let me carry you into contrasting skies of Barbados to show you how the weather here is. Here we go. Contrasting skies like chalk and cheese. Very, very different for sure. That's what this island brings. You can, just like the coastlines, on the south coast you may have sargassum, west coast you won't have any. You know, it is just that way. On the south coast today it could be brilliant sunshine, on the west coast it could be pouring rains. Especially when you get into like the months of October and stuff, where you get a lot of convection, heating off the land with the cooler breezes blowing it on the water on the west side. You get a lot of convection over here on the west and on the north. So you can have thunderstorms, you will hear thunder rolling on the south coast and be baking yourself away on a long chair with absolute beautiful, glorious sunrise and sunshines. You can see a lot of little fish here jumping. It just tells you how healthy this water is. Is that not lovely to watch? Beautiful. I told you, a lot of animals and people know about the EMC and I just put on a display for us, It is not me alone that likes camera time, so don't think that is the case. So, I almost said, look at Mr. Gittins' yacht, but I don't remember, that's about 100 feet too short. So I'm sorry to sort of like put you down, sir. My apologies on that. I know that all your vessels are much, much bigger than this here. Actually, only a few of them could come into the facility at Port St. Charles because of their massive size. But don't mind, sir, I know you bring your dinghies in there that are usually like 60 feet long. and then you go to a bigger craft in the water. So good morning to you, sir, the billionaire of the EMC. Manchineel trees all along here. Don't come and shelter down here if it's raining. Yes, there are some. Whew, here we go. Sea grapes in here as well, but you have to be very careful. Mostly manchineel trees are ringed with the red hoop, as you can see there. However, there are many of them that are not hooped. So please familiarize yourself with these. They don't bear throughout the year, but when you can get blistered even when they're not bearing. If you go under these trees here when it's raining, you're going to get blistered. If you try and break one of these limbs off and say, well, I don't like the shade there, I want to put my towel there, you're going to get blistered, your hand's going to get blistered. And for goodness sake, don't lie on these berries, because if you put your towel on these berries and you scuff the skin, the outer skin on these, you're most definitely going to get blistered. And I am going to tell you, I do know of cases where people have come here and tried to eat these saying they were thought they were miniature apples. They will never forget their experience in Barbados. Unfortunately, that is not the experience that we want them to leave here with at all. So please be cautious, make yourself familiar with them. When you're finished your vlog this morning, I don't want to distract you from my talking. So when you're finished your vlog this morning, please go out there and Google manchineel. See that it is known as the most dangerous tree in the world. However, it is a mangrove tree, and therefore it does help to maintain the sands along the beachfront areas. I actually love them because the smell of them tells me I'm on the west coast. When I come down the west coast and these start to break down and rot, down here smells divine. I love the smell of that. Love it. Alright, so since Sandals were planning to come here, they built many different areas to protect the inner beaches, to expand the beach facilities. We're going to walk through the coves this morning, and we're going to take some dips in some of them as well. We're going to take it in the camera one, of course. We want to protect our camera equipment. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to elevate ourselves up onto one of these armored rocks, and we're going to give you a 360. I hope silent. I did a silent something already, and I really don't feel like not talking, but I'll try my best just for my family. Here we go. I see our two world travelers on board here. Good morning to you, buddy. I'm Marlon. Good morning to you all. Safe travels in Europe. Please paint Europe in the Barbados national colors. Show them how we Bajans explore and have a good time. I know you will do it anyhow, but I still ask you to do it. And put one stripe in for me, please, because I would love it. As for my driver, that crazy sludge brewing person, I want to let you know I didn't miss your Silent Saturday thing just now, you know. I have all mines to go home and cut up that chamois in 4 pieces and give you a quarter to wipe the truck with, you know, and not give you the whole thing just because of your comment. But I'll put a strike against your name this morning, and we will determine what your punishment will be. Besides bring me that beautiful French coffee, that nitroglycerine. You've already started taking some of the changes out here. I'm sure any of you that have been out here with me before, you would notice that the cleanup process is going on the beach area. The concerns of the bush and stuff that were on this beach are now being removed, so it is now turning into a absolutely beautiful beach. And you know what, just because you all silence, I'm gonna tease you all now. Hold a second, man. Y'all got a lot of talk for me. Hold a minute, let me go in here. Beautiful coves. I love how these are done. Absolutely beautiful. Now there's a sandbar that runs, as you will see here where the other arm rocks are, just in the distance there. There's a sandbar that actually builds right into the beach there. However, at this time, because of the swells and currents and stuff, that sand has moved, but that will be back with us in the near future. So you will find a lot of small little coves down here. Is this not just stunning? I mean, seriously, I just don't want to tease you. I want to enjoy this myself. I always say, you know, if I don't give you all a good teasing, how are you all going to come down here just to pick your teeth on me? I mean, after all, how am I going to encourage you to come to Barbados? If you are angry with me this morning, I won't say angry. If you're not as much in love with me as normal this morning, get on an airline, come to Barbados, and let me know all about it. I do not take long distance comments. I do not take long distance criticism. So whatever you say here that's negative and stuff, you keep that to yourself, because I am ignoring you completely. You come here, stand in front of me, share some stand, and pick your teeth on me. Here we go. And just so I can really tease you, this water, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Maybe a degree cooler than the outer air at the moment, because there's really no wind blowing here, and the water definitely has a little edge on it. So I would have to say maybe a degree cooler, but absolutely beautiful. The glows and reflections, heavenly. I don't know if you all saw when we spun our 360 just now, that there is a flamboyant up there, just rich and beautiful. I'll see if we can get a little closer, because the resolution doesn't pick up too well from a distance on the lives, so get a little closer if we can in our walk. But what a beautiful, beautiful day. I see somebody saying 70 days here. I don't know if that was 70 days to come to Barbados or 70 days to come down here and let go your mind on me. But either which way, you come on down, because when you get here, I can be happy to see you anyhow. And then you start quarreling with me and you see me laughing and smiling and making sport of you, you understand that is how I am. This is exactly how I am. I don't change because I get off of the camera. This is the Nick that you're going to meet when you come here. The only difference is I talk even more. I know that's hard to imagine, but if you want to experience it, come on down to Barbados, of course. All right, we're going on again. I have to just go and pick up our shield and stuff, you know, our Skywater force fields. It's just over there in the distance. Obviously, it's going to travel in a Barbados bag. That is my Angel's bag, and I use that all the time. It's reversible. I can go out today and look completely different tomorrow. After all, who has one tuxedo in this world? I have two. Don't tell anybody it's reversible though. Oh boy. I can even turn it inside out. The only problem is the ropes would disappear, so I guess that's not a good one. I'll look at some kind of modification on it so I can get 3 different outfits. So hold a second, let me get up here. Beautiful. Let's show you what the sand looks like. Transparency of the water, because we've been doing a lot of elevated looks, but look how beautiful this is this morning. Heavenly. Snorkeling out here. It's going to be great today. Absolutely beautiful. This morning, no history, nothing else. Everybody knows this is called a Docile Saturday. I don't know what the definition of docile means, but it just means doing nothing at all for me. Talking without making any sense at all. Hold on a sec though. I do that 7 days a week. So let me rephrase that. Let me try and look for a different reasoning on that one. Yes, it's just a day that we relax, enjoy the peace. No stress, no worry, no rush, just easing down the weekend, bringing it in the right way so that all of you all can be relaxed and enjoy all the time that you worked so hard to get. So these are like horseshoe little bays, beautiful. I am sure all this area is going to get cleaned up. If not the trees itself, definitely the wild bushes and stuff, because I've seen that further to the south of here, as you will see in a few minutes time. I would love to see all this section cleaned out except for the mature trees, but I know that's what they're going to be doing, because I know there's a big project that's going on. I'll show you the sign later on. I did capture a photo of it, so if I forget to show you the sign, I do have it on photo. Everyone knows also that I don't have an old brain, because you can't have an old brain in a young person, but I do have a well-used brain, so I forget a few things. But this is what this hotel was. This was the highest structure in this hotel originally. This would have been as high as it went, 3 stories. Beautiful. And as you will see, that flamboyant tree is just gorgeous this morning. Rich, rich red. Lovely contrast for all the greens around it. Absolutely beautiful. I would love to see this resort brought back. Not because I want to bring tourism down here. I just want this beach to be utilized and enjoyed by people, and not people that have to drive from all over the island to get there. Like people to be able to wake up in the morning and walk out and come in and see, because this is stunning. I mean, look at this, really. Absolutely stunning. The only time you would not be able to swim here is when there's a north swell coming in, or if there's a hurricane that passes and gives us that lap back in swell that we can get quite often. this section will be affected. However, that sand there hopefully will not go, but that could easily go if we have a large swell, because all in here was all level. Now we are at the highest point right now, highest tide, so what we're seeing today is only probably, I would say we could put another 10 to 12 feet of sand on here as the tide starts to go off. We're seeing it suck back there now. That will be the highest point of water. Just a beautiful morning. The blues and the clouds over there are blowing my mind. Wow. All right, I'm gonna walk for a few seconds because we've done 360s and stuff in silence, but I'm gonna walk for a few seconds, maybe run my feet through the water so you can imagine yourself strolling here as well. Here we go. As you can see, some sargassum has made it down onto this side as well. We've had some big mats that have passed here, big floats passing here recently. So they have come in with the currents, etc. But not much over here whatsoever. But back in summer now, you're going to find this beach. When I say summer, I'm talking about like July, August, unless you get a big system. All this is going to level out. So as you see that big sort of like elevation there, this is all going to level itself out. So it's going to be just magical if you're on the island today, or you're in the island at any time. This is one spot I would recommend you park your vehicle and just take a walk, because the peace and serenity here is always like this. You will hardly find people here unless it's a big picnic day. So come over, enjoy it, enjoy this beauty out here. Another one of those same protection barriers on the outside there, indicated by the white poles. So you can see there's tons and tons of snorkeling opportunities. There may be 150, 200 yards offshore. So it is not in any long swimming distance or anything like that. It's very, very close proximity. So you can come out here and enjoy yourself. There's a lot of reef in between here and there, but the abundance of fish, I understand, that are coming onto these reefs are just amazing. This was a sprawling resort. Sprawling. Similar to what the original Sam Lord's Castle used to be like. A huge, massive layout, 2 to 3 stories high, over a huge area, big piece of Barbados turf. What a beautiful facility this was. In the days when this was first built, I used to work with one of my, well, not my first tourism company, but one of my first big tourism companies, L.E. Williams Tour Company Limited. I would like to say good morning to Williams family, because the Williams family have been a major part of my life to where I am right now. And thank you for all the years that you allowed me to work there. And thank you for being my personal friends, lifelong friends. Look at this sky though. Oh my goodness. Whew. Stormy. And then you look back to the south and all you're seeing is tropical beauty, blue. All the lovely white cooling clouds just moving around. Just a beautiful morning. If you came on here expecting a lot of excitement today, a lot of history today and stuff, don't come on a Saturday. If you come on to find peace and relaxation and just cool and breezy, chillaxing, this is the day that you can come on. Not that that doesn't happen in a week as well, but on a Saturday we always try to maintain this type of peace and serenity. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So right here where we're looking in now was a massive restaurant. You'll see some of the section just over there, parts of the roof still intact. That's where their biggest restaurant was. They had multiple restaurants, but that was one of them. That was a beautiful, beautiful facility there. I remember that extremely well. I used to frequent, as you can appreciate, the tourist belt extremely often, all the time. I lived around the tourist belt. So a lot of these areas I'm very familiar with. A lot of these areas I spent a lot of time at. Just beautiful memories. So you'll see all here last time we were here had waist and chest high grasses and stuff growing. Look at how beautiful this is being cleaned up. And it's obviously been done a little while because it's starting to regrow itself again, but we would know that this would be an ongoing maintenance project because this kind of bush and stuff with this kind of rain that we're having is going to come up like really quickly. Couple of little sprinkles, I how to call them, sun showers coming down right now. Don't know if you have to pull out our, yes, it looks as though we can have to pull out our shield again. So just bear with me a minute. Don't worry, because it's raining doesn't mean we can't go in, you see. I don't mind getting wet and you see, it's fine. We like to call it a sea bath. In Barbados, it's not, we're not going for a swim. We're going for a sea bath. You want to come to Barbados, you want to learn the way we speak. Don't refer to it. I'm going to the beach for a swim. I'm going for a sea bath. Then everybody around you will think either you're a Bajan or that you are distantly related to a Bajan. Look at how lovely this is. Now you can see this is perfect coloration here to see the rocks don't just stop here. They've actually been laid underwater going across to protect this inner basin here. You can see it like little stepping stones going way across there. There is an open mouth below, but all here, this ground has been laid. It has not just stopped at the point that you're seeing above water here. It continues on. And the around north swell time, which is going to be coming up in winter, your winter, not our winter of course, what we call our high season, all here could possibly experience some massive swells when we get that north swell coming off the cold fronts from the United States. Very different look. We will be coming back and showing you all that in the future. I have the perfect place that they have constructed for us. They heard we were even coming down here and they have constructed a perfect viewpoint for us to take our 360 from. Oh my goodness, look at how beautiful this day is though. I gotta put this thing out of my hands in my backpack one more time, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you somewhere that I can leave you for a few seconds while I put this all back together and let you enjoy the beauty of this area. Is this not just amazing? Oh, I've come down here hundreds of times because I don't just film down here. If I'm passing West Coast, I'll come and walk around out here, especially now that I'm doing some traveling and getting to know myself and things. I like to go all around the place, just relax, find the peace throughout the day, not just at a daybreak. We all keep me so busy in the day that I can't do that too often, only mainly on our off days, which are really not rest days, of course, as you would know. All right, we're going to take you out here, put you down for a second to look at one of the miniaturized Mr. Gittins yachts. As I said before, this would have to have another 100 feet on it to be his. I know that for sure. I'm going to take in a little bit of rock, but I can't really find anything any higher. And I don't want to lift up any of these here just to put you all on it for like a few seconds. If I was here for a long time, I would put one of these boulders on my back, bring it across here, put it on top of here so you all could see, but that's really not necessary this morning. Alright, my force field is back in my sheath. My tuxedo is in place, and we're going again. But look how beautiful this day is turning out, people. If you want to rock, don't lose hope. You're going to get some serious sun today. It's looking gorgeous. All the clouds are moving away. It's really turning out to be one spectacular day here in Barbados. So this, I guess, would have been originally structured. I'll show you in a sec as I go off a little further. We can look back at it. As a beach bar, I would imagine that Sanders had the intentions to put a little beach. Oh boy, look at the rainbow. Jeez, I'm about to talk about the EMC again to see beauty all the time. Oh, check it out, man. Pot of gold out there waiting for you all. Hold it, don't run in. You see him start swimming. Come back. My friend is starting to swim. Hold on a minute. Come back in, man. Come and stand with me so you can wave hello to everybody. Hold a second. Okay, I have to introduce you to my friend again. He's back. I did leave him at home, but he's found his way down here. I thought I would get back home before he got away, but he obviously jumped in the back of the war wagon. So he's here with me. So if you all see him on occasions, please ignore his bad behavior. He is the absolute opposite of me. I'm a good behaved person, a nice sweet person. He is not that way. Morning to everyone. Just beautiful this morning. Look at the sun, shadows casting. Oh, how beautiful. Look at that lovely resort. This has no right sitting like this here and just disintegrating. Someone, I pray someone will invest in this, because this is a place that needs to shine. This is a beautiful, beautiful location and could be definitely one of the most beautiful resorts on the island, for sure. So long as they don't take it into high rise. If they take it in high rise, well, I will not say that anymore. I'll just say it's a beautiful beach. Everybody knows me already. I'm not really a person that likes high rises. So as you can see, yeah, he's directing you all. We're going that way? You sure? He wants to be leader, but hold on a minute. Let me get him angry. Hold a sec. Let me show you how to get this person angry. Hold on. Turn around and walk the other way. Okay, so anyhow, we're going to continue our journey. Now he thinks that he cannot direct me. Good morning. You're shining for Barbados this morning. Thank you very much. Okay. Have a glorious day, okay? Thank you. Okay. Look at this. Hello, doggy dog. How are you going? Hello. Look at the rainbow. Is this not just a beautiful setting? Could you not just look at this and breathe beauty and peace and serenity? Is this not glorious? Absolutely glorious. We are so blessed. I have to say we, because it's EMC. It's a we. All this area had a lot of bush and stuff before. All this section here. You can see where the green is starting to come back up because it's starting to come again. All here, you couldn't see down the beach. You couldn't see the coves from here because it had been obscured by all the bush and trees that were growing on the sand area here. But it's all being cleaned up beautifully now. Absolutely stunning. Lots of sea grapes out here. All of them are young, thank goodness. I think honestly, to be honest with you, the sea grape is more beautiful, but it tastes just like a clam of cherry. So if you're ever in the mood to really taste something different, put one of the clam of cherries in your mouth and chew on it. If you don't see any sea grapes blooming, you can have one of these here. Don't take me on here. You won't want to eat these here. These are like paper glue. These are the clam of cherries. We talked about this earlier on in one of our previous posts. However, these berries can be used like paper glue. A lot of people use. I saw a lot of friends talking about it and reminding me these were used to put the kites together. Different color sheets that are put them together and make them decorative. Were then glued together with clam of cherry. It's like a glue, paper glue. Beautiful. So this is what started to develop from where it was. You can see how many stories are going up. I don't know how much higher it's going to go now. That is still bearable for me because it's tree height. So I'm okay with that. But if it goes higher than that, well, I don't like to see that. You all know that already. Now listen, I am not a financier. I mean, everybody would know that. I don't hold any wealth in this life except for the wealth that you cannot buy, and that's peace, happiness, love, promises of an eternal life. There are things that no amount of money can buy. So I know for sure that I am the richest person, or amongst the richest people in the world, but not monetary wise. So anytime that I say things like, man, you shouldn't put up a high rise here, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, it's because it's just my belief, and it is not based on financial, because that is not important to me. The only thing that's important to me is to be able to eat today, to make sure that I'm comfortable, as in I can pay my bills, and hopefully help someone that's struggling around me, even if it's just $1, you know, just to make sure I'm do the best I can to make this world a better place. So when I talk about I don't like to see high rises and stuff, I don't want to see them. Of course not. Now, it may not make financial sense, and it may not be feasible to go on a lower elevation, but it is the way that I believe it should be. Barbados should not look like every other country in the world. Why is anybody going to want to visit here if we look like every other country in the world? You know, that doesn't make sense. We have to maintain Barbados as it is, in the beauty that we offer people that is different to anywhere else. Now, we have the best, kindest, and most peaceful people in the world. We know that already, but you have to also offer a little bit of scenery as well. So let's offer a unique Barbados, not a Barbados that looks like going on Miami Strip or something like that. Let's keep it nice and friendly. I'm going to take some flack for that, and I don't care, because I'm allowed to speak my mind and speak freely. And that's the way that God allows me to live, to be the person that I am, follow the journey that I know He's carrying me on, and speak the words as He wishes me to speak them. Now, He doesn't want me to speak about high rises and stuff, but He wants me to speak from my soul and from my heart. So therefore, that is in my soul and that is in my heart. So I'm going to speak about it because He gives me that freedom. Just as He gives me freedom to love each and every one of you individually as human beings and as my friends and as my family and as my loved ones, I also have the luxury of the freedom of being able to speak my mind. All this beach is being cleaned up. You remember last time we were here, a lot of old fell trees and stuff. Some of them are buried by the sand, but the whole beach area, all behind by that beautifully dirty war wagon, all that is being cleaned. Now we're going to be ending our tour over there this morning, or our journey over there this morning. But before we do that, here we go. Are you ready? I'm going to put this on lock and I'm going to do this manually. So here we go. just beautiful. It was a little richer just now, but a lot of the rain, the actual showers and stuff out there have obviously decreased, so we're not getting the reflections off the sun. Beautiful this morning though. Whew. Now this is a new thing that's popped up here. I saw it a while back, because we did it in our vlog and we talked about it briefly, and I took some photos of it. We actually didn't go by it, but we did take some photos of it, and that is of the Caboose, and I'm going to take you over there and introduce you to that now. I noticed they have a great website online. They have all of their menu and stuff online, and their opening hours, etc. You know, when you see something small like this, you say, well, why? I wonder if they'll ever get online electronically. Well, let me tell you, they must have been online electronically first, and then put this out, because it's a great website for a new feature like this in the island. We talked about not having facilities on the other end, but you still don't have washrooms over here, except for a chemical washroom that belongs to Caboose. So you would have to come over here and purchase something if you want to use that. But I just want to show you this sign here that it's not just sandals alone that's working on this beach area. This is a development here that's going to be beautiful, but as you will see, sandals is mentioned on it. Called Sandals, the beaches, resorts of sandals. But it is improvement to the beach and swimming safety, enhancement of reef, and protection of the marine habitat. Jeez, all breads, I did that without making a mistake. Well, I hope I didn't make a mistake. Don't be laughing at me, no. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, so the Caboose. I saw this here a few weeks ago when we were down here. Maybe about closer, maybe 8 weeks or so ago. Took some pictures, 6 to 8 weeks again, somewhere in that time frame. Jeez, everything seems to be 6 to 8 weeks. Anyhow, around that time, I saw this here and I was wondering what it was. I saw it from a distance, and I saw the shingles. I said, well, wait, somebody living on the beach? Then I realized it is a restaurant and bar. So have a look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. I don't think we've covered this on a live vlog before, so this may be something new for you. But this has all the chairs and stuff inside, which he would bring out on tables later on. He puts away most of his stuff. He does have some out here. What is new to last time we were down here, and what I love, is he's used natural felled woods from around the area and used ship trimmings on it, which he would put up his tarp, but would run right over this entire boat area and stuff, so you can sit on the lower side and on the upper side. It's called the Caboose Barbados. If you have a look at it, you'll see it up there online. They're only open from Wednesday to Sunday between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. But who would want anything to be out here other than those times? This is perfectly located right here under the shade of a lovely mango tree. So if you want to come out here and relax, come and have a seat out here. If you are using the Heywoods Beach and you want to eat something here, rather than going to Spikestown and get maybe a pastry from the absolutely delicious pastry shop that's located in there, PRC Bakeries, that is somewhere that everyone talks about. You can come here. But I just love how everything is natural and utilized. Look at this, just this felled pieces all over the place. You can see these are being screwed together. You know, it has been made to look like a tree, which is all different pieces of driftwood, but you can see the screws in it that have formed the legs and stuff. Whoever did this here, extremely creative. Whoever did this here needs some kudos and hopefully a lot of business, because this is amazing. I mean, absolutely colorful, breathtaking, and definitely innovative. Brilliant thinking. It is the traditional boat. It is not something that's just designed to look like one. It is a boat that has been modified for this purpose. It is lovely. All right, we've seen that. We're just going to go over the other side where we can get on the sand and we can see our farewells for today. Hope you all have had a good time with us. Our care team and myself and our Munch Kings, our Hall of Famers, and all of our EMC family. Thank you for joining us this morning. For anyone that's new on here and you don't have a friend on and you're watching us and saying, man, I can't comment, that's because you're not a friend or a friend of a friend. They're the only ways you can make comments in the live vlogs themselves. So please send a friend request. We have some information that will make it easier for you to participate. We also have a map that we've specially designed from a blank map of Barbados with all the locations that we have visited, noted in the names that we know them as. I'm going to take you on a 360 here. It's going to be a little bit blinding, so if you do not have darker makers today, please shut your eyes. I will tell you when to shut them and reopen. Well, actually that would take away from my silence, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyhow, just to annoy some of the people on here that like the silence, because you must hear my voice. If you put me on mute, you will not hear the water. So that is one advantage I have. There we go. Close eyes. And let me pause here for a second. Reopen your eyes and see the beautiful war wagon just there waiting on our driver to come and clean it. And we just saw the caboose. You can see how close it is to the beach end itself. Now it is a good thing that's put back there, because at big north swells and stuff, the water comes right up in this road and goes right over underneath the mango tree there. So that is put in a very safe location. Again, to each and every one of you, thank you for joining us this morning. We have a little photo op here for you of this beautiful tree. We're not going to swim again because there's a good surge coming around here. We don't want to take a chance with our equipment, but enjoy this photo op for 20 seconds, and you can say our farewells at that time. Just remember, everyone, that you know, we have all been given life today, not to go out there and do stupidness or to go out there and make this world a worse place. We've been given lives today so we can make a difference, but a positive difference. Let us please love each other, care for each other, and do whatever we can to help, even if it's just a smile. A smile can save a life. When you're in that dark, dark place, a smile is like a fog light. It gives you direction and it gives you hope. So remember that today. A simple little gesture can save someone's life. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Be safe. We'll see you all officially on Monday, because tomorrow is an off day, not a rest day. We will be going to the EMC Festive Beachfront Lounge, where our EMC Master Entertainer, Mr. Anderson Ward, aka Mr. Impact, will be performing just for us. So anyone else on the island, come over tomorrow to Crystal Waters and enjoy the entertainment that's put on just for us. But we're going to give it to you free of charge. Come and support the bar, come and support the restaurant, come and support the love and the kindness. Have a great day. 20 seconds of nothing but this beauty for you.